If your mum or dad or various other parental figure wants to get involved in your band and help you and drive you places and do shit like that, that's fine, but I wouldn't advise you to have them as your manager. It is a very, very common occurrence, especially with starter bands, that if one of the band members' dads drives them about, gets them gigs, takes them to the studio, helps pay for the things, that the band kind of assumes that that person is their manager. This really needs to not be the case, because unless this person has an actual background in the music industry and knows how to progress your career, why are they your manager? If you have one of your parents as your manager and they are not very well versed in the music industry, it is extremely likely that they can fuck up your career just because they don't know what they're doing. Say for instance, they're trying to book you a gig somewhere and they think that you should be getting a bigger fee than what you're getting. Because your parent is always going to have a bias towards you, they are always going to think that you are better than you are and should be more deserving of things than you are. This can really hinder your career because it can give the impression that you as an artist think you are way higher up the scale than you are. So for instance, if your parent manager has booked a gig for you and the promoters have offered you £100 to play this gig, and then your dad goes, "My son's better than that, give him £300. And they go, "No, they're only a starter band, they can't sell out a venue yet." Your manager should be the first person to tell you that you are shit. If you've played a gig and you've been shit, your manager needs to make you aware of that. Your manager needs to be that tough love figure that helps you progress and get better and better and better. If your parent loves you and they think you're the best band in the world, they're not going to want to do that. So if you're shit and your parent is saying, "Oh, you were great, well done, son," then you're always going to say shit. You're never going to want to push yourself to be better until you get told you're shit by someone that maybe isn't going to be as nice about it as your parent or your manager might. And then that's not going to be good for you.
Yeah, shit's going to hit the fan then, and it's not going to go down because you thought you were the best band in the world. Your parent obviously thought you were the best band in the world, and all of a sudden now you've been told that you're shit.
Especially in today's music industry, if you have, say if you're, I don't know, you're 17, 18, you're in a band, and your dad is your manager. Your dad's going to be maybe 30 years older than you. It's highly unlikely, unless that he actually works in the music industry, that he knows how the music industry works now. So he's going to be stuck in the mentality of 30 years ago where, oh, you need to print loads of CDs and sell them all for 20 quid and you'll make loads of money. Because that's not how the music industry works anymore, but that might be how they think it works. And that again is going to fuck up your career. This is a really common problem because if you have a parent that's kind of loaded themselves in as your manager, you can find it very hard to actually say to them, "We don't want you as our manager." Because they're one of your parents, then you don't want to hurt the feelings. But believe me, it's for your own good. If you do have one of your parents as a manager and you are publicly advertising that they are your manager, then if a real artist manager comes along and wants to genuinely progress your career, then they're going to say, "Oh, they've already got a manager, I'm not going to bother." Which is a fucking...
It's a missed opportunity.
It's a missed opportunity. You've kind of shot yourself in the foot because you're saying, "Oh yeah, my dad's my manager, he's really great." When in reality, a multi-award-winning manager from one of the biggest management companies in the UK might be looking at you thinking they want to get involved with you, but then notice that you already have a manager and might not bother. You are better off saying that you don't have a manager at all than saying you have one of your parents as your manager.
But don't let them not do stuff. Let them help out. Let them do all that stuff. Just don't call them a manager.
So the thing to take away from this video is that let your parents help, let them drive you places, let them do whatever they want to do. If they want to be involved in your band, then let them, but don't call them your manager because it's highly likely that they will fuck up your career in some way because they don't really know what they're doing and they will dissuade a potentially really good manager from getting involved with you. So just don't do it.
Sorry if we sounded a little bit harsh in this video, but...
The thing is that me and Lenny have seen a lot of bands who have a relative as their manager and seen how it fucks up their careers in various ways.
Yeah, there's like a few artists that we've seen, especially ones that are now getting pretty big, that still have their parent as their manager.
And because they have their parent as their manager, they're still kind of just not doing it, they're just not getting where they need to be.
Yeah, and these are artists that probably could be a lot bigger than they are
if
now.
they had a really good manager, which they don't because it's their dad. And their dad is a fucking bricklayer who doesn't know anything about music. He actually isn't a bricklayer, we substituted the actual thing because we don't want to name names. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more videos from this series, then click over there. And if you want to see our best of playlist, click over there. Sorry for the way our room looks today. We are moving offices soon, and we've pulled all the shit out and thrown it all over the room today, so apologies for how it all looks.
And I knocked the camera halfway through and tried to correct it, but I don't know exactly. Sorry about the camera movement.
It's alright. Doesn't matter.
See you next week.